Just went to the mailbox, and here, lo and behold, is yet another package. And what do we have here? Hold on, I'm trying to do this one-handed while I'm holding the GoPro. It's not working out too well. Now, I don't like how they package this thing because there's a lot of room in this thing. I feel like stuff is flopping around. Oh, guys, I don't know if you're ready for this, but this are the Rizoma. If you want to see what I'm fixing to do with this, stick around and stay tuned. If any of this content interests you, do me a huge favor. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all new uploads. Alright guys, what you see here are well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to open this up as a surprise. These are from Rizoma. I got these at cyclegear.com. You guys know I'm always pushing cycle gear. I think you can get these on Revzilla as well. Damn, that's pretty cool. Scan before installation. Guys, oh guys. These are the Rizoma Stealth mirrors that I picked up for my 2018 R1. Guys, if you want to see these installed, you're going to have to stick around for a little bit and wait until I install these amazing mirrors. Dude, these things look so kick-ass in my hand. I like that they have these little rubber felt pads here so they don't scratch things up. So these Stealth mirrors that I picked up from Rizoma at www.cyclegear.com, these are made for the 2020 and up R1s, but some gentleman, I think from India, installed these on his 2018 R1, just like mine. And so I figured if they work for him, they're gonna work for me. So I'm going to be installing these and seeing how these work. Now I have to figure out the turn signal configuration that I have not figured out yet. I have some ideas, but I'm gonna be installing these anyway. So guys, you're not gonna wanna miss this. Alright guys, so one of the reasons that's kind of delaying me from putting in the new Rizoma mirrors is that I'm losing a turn signal here in the front. So I've been working on trying to figure out a way to put a turn signal. So if you look under here guys, you're going to notice that I have this temporary setup for now. I'm doing this temporarily just so I can have some type of turn signal in Florida. These are the flush mounts that I got from cyclegear.com. They're just speed metal flush mounts. Now these are actually for the R6. It didn't really matter. I just wanted them flat. And what I did was I put one up here under the fairing. Now on this side, can't really see it, but I'm gonna try to hold the light and show you. Right here is a hole that's pre-cut into the plastic. And what I did was, because these lights have this kind of, flush mount system where there's like a threaded stem and I could run the wires, what I did was I just used double-sided tape because I couldn't get that nut in there because it was too big. This big round plastic washer that it comes with, it was too big for that spacing. So all I did was I shoved the flush mount through there, use some double-sided tape, and it is on there, man. That thing ain't going nowhere. I use that Gorilla double-sided tape. It's really good. And then once I did that, I was able to, I'll show you guys real quick. I already had a connector here from before. I was working on some other lights at one time. Always mess around with stuff. So I had the connector. So anyway, I was able to plug it in to the connector, make a nice splice using heat shrink, use a factory OEM connector to plug it in. And let me show you guys what it looks like. Now they're not the brightest, but they will work for now. So I have a turn signal there. It's not the brightest, I know guys. And I'm gonna get a lot of razz on the channel. Man, that turn signal sucks, you can't even see it. But I just need something so if I get pulled over, they're gonna say, oh, he does have turn signals. Gotcha. So there you go. That is part of the install that I'm doing for the Rizoma Stealth mirrors, just so I could get them in play and actually look fancy. So let me go ahead and continue. I'm gonna put this one side of the mirror on to show you guys what it looks like installed, and then I can complete the install from there. All right guys, so that's what you're working with when you remove the mirror. I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit. It's a little dirty, but that is the hole here. This is what it looks like. This is the factory OEM mirror that I'm removing. We'll see what the Stealth mirror will look like once we get it on here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to use this rubber bushing again that comes on the OEM mirror. I probably will, but we shall see. I just don't know yet. All right guys, so I ended up using that rubber bushing so that way it didn't make contact with the plastic. It fits so snug and it looks freaking badass. I mean, that ain't a bad look, but dude, this thing right here, look at this. Oh my God. Now these are for the 2020 and up. So they do have a slight curve on it, but with that bushing, honestly guys, you can't even tell the difference, man. It just looks like the stock OEM that was sitting on top, just like it was before. So I'm not even upset with it. It looks really cool, man. It fits the lines perfect. This is gonna work. Now I did have to get back here. Now you gotta remove this plastic that's here. You gotta get this out the way. So sorry for I'm trying to get a close up, but the screws for that are under there. You can see them right there. So once you unloosen those two screws, you don't even need a take this plastic off to actually do it. But I needed to remove this plastic to get to this plug that's right there for the directionals. So that's why I did that. But now that I have that set up, the other side should be pretty simple. So all you gotta do is basically unloosen those two screws that are right there in that corner. The stock OEM mirror comes out, and then you go ahead and put these on. Use the rubber grommet that I showed you from the stock OEM ones, and you're okay. Now the directionals, like I said, that's a temporary thing for me. That's just so I don't get pulled over or get a ticket for not having directionals. But I will work on something else other than this down the road once I can. I do know they have a setup where these will actually blink as turn signals. I may look into that, but I think that was pretty expensive the last time I checked. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the other side, but that's what I got so far. All right guys, as you can see, I got my temporary directional up in here. I used the Gorilla double-sided tape to put it through. Once I put it through there, you can see where it kind of fishes through the fairing here. All I'm gonna do is plug it in to here already pre-connectorized with some heat shrink. This here, so boom, I'll plug it in. Then my temporary will be plugged in. I'll put this fairing back because I had to remove that black plastic fairing that was here. This piece that's here, had to remove that. It's just a push pin here, and it does have an actual fastener, that Allen key fastener that comes here. I think it's a number 4. And then, so boom, I'll just go ahead and plug this in real quick. Boom. So now that I got that plugged in, you guys see it? I plugged it in there. Let me go ahead and test it just to make sure it's working. Boom. There you guys see it flashing. And then I'll go ahead and button it up, and then I'll go ahead and take these two screws out that holds the OEM mirror. I'll take those screws out and then put in the Rizomas. So there you go guys, the Rizoma Stealth mirrors installed on a 2018 R1. Now like I said, these are for the 2020. But it doesn't matter. As you can see, they sit real nice and flush. They look freaking amazing. And yeah. And those are my temporary turn signals. Guys, again, don't bust me too bad. This is just temporarily. I live in Florida. They're pretty strict with these. I will come up with a better solution. I may do the fork turn directionals, or I did see on a Ducati, if I was not mistaken, that had these Rizoma mirrors. There was a turn signal that was actually built like in here somewhere. And I'm really curious to see if I can find that video again, because I could have swore that the turn signal was right in here. And why this one did not come with it, I do not know, but I have my temporary fix. They are there. Just like I said, we're in Florida. They're really strict, but there you go, guys. Here are the Rizoma mirrors installed. They look really nice. And yeah, I mean, the Rizoma mirrors really are not really practical. The view is basically just straight back. So you can use them. You just have to kind of turn your arm around, or, you know, kind of move your hand a little bit out the way, like this or like this, kind of just to see backwards. But I always do head check, so that's not really important to me. But yeah, there it is. I mean, it looks freaking killer. And I actually took this out last night to a bike night, and I got a lot of compliments. A lot of guys were really checking them out, because this is something that you basically see on you know, on YouTube, but you don't really buy them because you just don't know. And number two reason why is because they're so expensive. These are like 450 bucks or something like that. There they are. The 2020 and up Rizoma mirrors do fit the 2015 to 2019. You just have to kind of modified a little bit. And again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it looks really good. I love the profile of it. It gives it a whole different front look. So now I'm wondering if the winglets would almost be worth the install now. I don't know. I may look into the winglets. We shall see. But all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little quick install video. I know it's not the greatest, but there's so many videos with R1 content on how to do everything. I'm sure you guys can find out a lot of this stuff out yourself, but I just wanted to show you guys basically that the Rizoma mirrors, they will fit on the 2015 to 19 R1. Boom. Ride safe, be blessed, and remember, you got to work on Monday. Peace.